This is a Jim and Tonic production.
Oh, hi.
Happy Tuesday.
Happy
or
Tuesday.
Whenever you watch this. It's Tuesday today, but whenever you watch this.
Monday
This
will
is
be when it comes out.
Episode
14.
14th. All right.
Episode 14 of Jim and Tonic. Thanks for joining us today. Cheers. We don't have any alcohol in these
No
today.
alcohol today.
This is water.
We had plenty on
Yeah.
Saturday.
Yeah.
Recap of the weekend. We had a joint birthday celebration party at the Balloon, which is a dive bar next to the gym. And it's always fun. We do karaoke. There was a food truck this time. Did you have barbecue?
I did.
Okay.
Did you?
No.
It wasn't that good.
I kept telling myself I'm going to go get some, but
Yeah.
there was Puerto Rican empanadas.
Correct.
And I probably had 15 of them.
Oh my God. Whoa.
But who's counting?
Who's counting?
I'm not counting. People sitting on the table were counting. Like, you again? Like,
Oh my God. Yeah. Oh, and there was like what was it? Tequila soaked pineapple?
Tequila infused pineapple slices.
With tahini or something?
With tahini, yes.
Yeah.
Oof, they were.
And then there was so much dessert.
I know.
Paige's cake pops were
Those were.
a huge hit. People were obsessed.
I still have a couple of them at home.
Oh my gosh.
Took some home. Yeah.
Did you take home both of the cakes too?
No, I left them on the bar.
You just left them on the
Well,
bar?
Not on purpose. I was walking out with them, and then I put him down, and that was it.
Oh, and you left them.
I left.
Okay. Well, I'm sad because I couldn't have any of the desserts because, I'm allergic to all the things. But and then Ari was so sweet and made us cookies, which I also couldn't eat. I was so sad. But Rob had 7 of them while I was.
There's still.
I was like, you can are there?
Yeah.
I was like, you can have my share, and then he proceeded to eat half of them.
Yeah, dude, cookies. My digestive system is so sensitive. I like that stuff, but it gets me really bad heartburn.
Oh.
Really bad.
So you had a little bit of heartburn
I pay
yesterday?
the price, yes.
Yeah. How many cookies did you eat?
A gentleman has no memory.
So we're not counting that number either?
Enough.
Okay.
Enough. I know it was enough for my body to say, what the fuck?
Okay, what were the highlights of Saturday?
Karaoke, drinking, a lot of singing.
What was your favorite song you sang? Oh, God. Hey, Jairo is a karaoke king, like true king.
It's gotta be the Backstreet Boys.
Oh yeah, especially with their little tour happening right now.
Oh, do they have a tour? Oh,
You didn't know this? Oh my gosh, they're on tour right now.
The original
or
members?
I don't even know if I should say it's a tour, but they have maybe it's a residency, but they have a residency in Vegas right now at the Sphere.
Oh.
And they're doing they're like performing right now, and if you go you have to wear all white. Okay. And you go see them. But I guess it's doing so well. Like they're making so much money and so many people are coming that they're coming back in the winter. So if you missed getting tickets for this particular time, you can go in the winter because that's how successful it is. But I've had a few friends go and they're just wearing all white, and I've heard it's incredible. It's like the best.
I would like to see that, especially in this.
You would love that. I feel like that. Like
I'd be crying the whole time.
Crying.
Front row crying.
Oh my God.
I remember buying was it Millennium? It came out in 2000. Was it? Was that the name of it? Where I Want to Die That Way.
Yeah.
Is that? I think
I remember the
cover. They're all just standing. All 5 of them just standing there.
And I think they are in white, aren't they?
Yeah, I think that
they're
in white.
That must be what
I think that's
from.
why.
And that was the #1 album. Like all of their #1 songs, I think for the most part are from that album.
I think that's what blew up.
Yeah.
It's only 25 years ago.
Oh my God! Ew! Oh my God! That makes me want to throw up.
When I play music at the gym, it's like, man, it's just jamming. It's like, this shit is 30 years old.
And then it's the worst when like the younger people at the gym are like, I don't recognize this, and you're like, oh my God, I feel so
old.
Who's this?
You little fool.
I know.
You ignorant fool. Now I know how older people feel in this 50s, 60s, 70s when they look at it. I was like,
I know.
Shit.
And they would say, like, my parents would always be like, oh, the music now is nothing like the music of us growing up. And I would always be like, yeah, okay. And I feel the same way.
Typical old person. And I was like, yeah, no, this shit is garbage. This new
Yeah.
shit is garbage.
No, literally.
Yeah, I sound like that now.
Yeah.
I am that guy.
We are our
I think most of my
parents.
playlist is at least 10 years plus old. I think most of what I listen to.
Yeah, I would say so too. I would
don't
say
know.
so too. I do like I, you know, when I'm on Apple Music, I always look at what just came out and I always try to listen to it and see if I like it. And don't get me wrong, I download a lot of it, but it's so like the old like punk rock.
Yes.
It's so nostalgic. Even the old like Biggie and Tupac. Oh my God, it's just so good. In the early 2000s rap and 2010 even, like the club bangers.
Yeah,
They're so
2010.
good. So good. I rapped Colt 45.
That one was good.
That was
The crowd, everybody was jamming to that.
that
one.
was pretty fun. That was pretty fun. Shout out to my friend Al Bors, who was the one who suggested that I do that, and he was like the backup. Like he was
Oh
sitting
yeah,
there.
I did see him
He
in
was
the
like
back. I did see him in the side. On the side.
We killed it. It was so fun. I think some people got a video of it, but I haven't.
There's gotta be
Hopefully.
videos.
There's
Yeah.
definitely video out there somewhere.
Somebody posted my video, shared it. Ah, damn it, they caught me.
Well, of singing which
I
one?
think Backstreet Boys. I
Oh,
think it was that
okay.
one.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think so many. But
And
yeah,
then-
that was a weekend.
And then we won't get into this too much because Ravi isn't here. Yeah, Ravi isn't here today. He can't be with us. Hopefully next week. But we had a whole snafu at Red Rocks, which I'll let him talk about if he wants to. But unfortunately, well, they've kind of been after us all year, all summer, and they, just every time we come in, they talk to him and they're like, gotta break your group up. Your group's too big. Gotta break it up into groups of 10, which we've been doing, but I think the problem is that we are such a big group that even if we have like groups of 10 go and then wait 10 seconds, next group goes, it's still like the second group overtakes the first group and it still looks like we're this big group of people. And what does really suck is we are super respectful of the park and we always have been. And Robbie's so good about saying at the beginning of every session, like, right of way, it goes to everybody else. Like, we're very polite. We do this, we do that. No money exchanges hands. That was the other thing. They accused us of taking money, and that's not true. We do it. He does it for charity. And it just was a huge bummer. But anyway, over the weekend, it just got a little heated, and they really came for him pretty aggressively, and he got upset, and he just has decided that he's gonna quit, I guess, which is really too bad. I'm hoping that maybe it's temporary and he just needs to step down for a sec. I know a few people have texted him and said like, hey, we still want to go, and he's all for it. He's like, you go, I just need to step back from leadership right now. But he's hopeful. I think he's hopeful that the community continues. So if you guys still want to go on Saturdays, I think a lot of people will still be going. I just don't think it's going to be as much of an organized situation because of all the grief they've given us.
Yeah, unless next year is different. Yeah. I
Yeah.
It's all really the tail end because he was gonna shut it down and
Yeah.
Labor Day?
Yeah, so maybe the week after or something like that. So
so
yeah, it would just
another
be
2 or
going.
3 weekends. Maybe,
Yeah.
but which is it sucks. I know you guys had 50 people.
We've been averaging between, depending on the week, it averages like 40 to like 65.
Okay.
So it definitely gets bigger every year. Like this is the biggest year it's been, but I mean, it just sucks because we've gotten, there've been like comments about certain groups being like disrespectful, but then it comes back and we always find out it's a different group. It's not us, right? Like but a lot of times I think security assumes that
they don't.
everybody in the park, if they're part of a group, they're all part of the same group, which is not the case.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, it sucks. It's
does.
just like the time and yeah, it sucks. But because I follow some people that do larger, well, maybe not larger, but they do big groups with equipment and music.
I know.
I see
And
the
they
videos.
stay
like,
in the same place, right? Because they have equipment.
Exactly.
They're setting up mats. They're setting up weights. And they have music. And we don't do any of that. We're in and out in 45 minutes. We move around the park so that we're not taking up a certain area that people can't move through. So it really sucks. And I think other groups have kind of given us a bad name because most of them do accept money. And so the supervisor did say, because I stayed late to try to like smooth things over a little bit, and she did say to me like, I just assumed you guys were because other groups are doing that. And I'm like, well, don't assume.
Right. Like,
Well, don't assume.
Here's our page. Look at what it says. It's for charity.
Yeah.
It always has been. But
Right. Anyway,
I
so
don't
that was the weekend.
yeah, I hope that whole
Yeah.
situation gets better, or find another place.
Yeah, no,
Unfortunately,
totally.
yeah.
Find it. I mean, I know it's the best backdrop and like it's just so gorgeous up there, and it's just such a cool like, you know, natural way to like move your body and not have to bring anything. But there's that mini incline
Incline.
somewhere near, somewhat near us. We could move around every week. We could do a trail run one week. We could do a track workout. We could go to the incline. We could, I don't know. I mean, there's we can brainstorm if he wants to. I don't know if he's up for it. He might need a little break. Yeah.
Well,
Anyway.
they'll figure something out.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
So to get into our topic today, the first thing we wanted to talk about is I wanted to ask Jairo how he balances so Jairo has 3 kids. And I wanted to ask him how he balances caring for children, small children, and being healthy and working out, and how that works in his schedule, and also being a business owner, right? Like how do you balance all that? Because I don't have that same experience. I don't have any kids right now.
Yeah, I'm sure it's different for everybody. We'll have different arrangements at home,
True.
different setups.
And you're super like interactive. Like there are other dads out there that aren't quite as involved. Like maybe they work a little bit more, but you are like such a good partner. And I just like want to highlight that also, because that's not everybody's situation either.
And that's what I mean by arrangements.
Yeah.
Every marriage, every couple has its different arrangements. Who stays home, the routines, the dinner, the wake up, all that. Everybody arranges it however it works for them. And I think that should be the priority, hopefully, arranging that schedule for both parents to be as involved as they need to or want to be. And then from there, what sacrifices can I make to still do what I need to do? Mm-hmm. Obviously, before kids, I could plug in 15, 20 hours at the gym unnecessarily, but I could still do it and do everything I wanted to do. But then you start getting all these other responsibilities and priorities change. So now I'm not going to lie, I've thrown in the towel many times because just too much going on. The sleep, when they're little, you're going to have shitty sleep for weeks, months maybe. They get sick, they get the whole house sick. So it's like one thing after another one, sometimes week after week. So many times I've thrown in the towel. It's like, well, there's no fucking point. There's no point.
Yeah.
There's no point on cooking because I'm sick and I can't eat for the next couple of weeks. We all have a stomach bug or...
Oh, yeah.
It's been many times, many of that, ups and downs. But overall, I plug back in and I do the minimum. At least my number one rule is do no harm. So if you can't work out 2 hours a day, every day, because you got small children, you got other responsibilities, at least don't drink as much. At least don't smoke as much. At least don't stay up as much. Do the things that you can control, minimize the damage.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And I'm guilty of stacking things. I'm already getting hit with lack of sleep because babies aren't sleeping. They got us sick. And on top of that, you throw the alcohol, the drive-through food, the staying up late watching TV. Like you throw more shit on it, it becomes worse. So you're already in the hole, and now you're digging yourself deeper in the hole.
Yeah.
And it's gonna happen where shit just sucks. But this is where the arrangement comes in with your partner. If you're a single parent, that's very different. How do you navigate that with daycare, people helping, or you take the kids to a lot of these big box gyms have childcare, and I've taken advantage of those too, which is amazing. It's amazing to be okay. You got 90 minutes, you got 2 hours sometimes to work out, and they're gonna watch the kid. It's amazing. So I've done that too, but currently I know what I need to do for me, the bare minimum. If I need to get out and walk, go for a quick run, if I'm in the gym already training clients, and I just move. I'm gonna cut a lot of the extracurricular activities that I used to do. Go running, trail running in the morning at 5 a.m. Go swimming, go do all these cool things that I used to enjoy. Now I'm starting to do them again because now my kids are getting a little older. Well, a little older, 1 year old. They don't need as much attention as maybe under 1 year. And the arrangement with my wife has also changed. You can go work out, I stay with him, and we just trade off. And that it's very important to have communication in the relationship, to know, okay, you want to do this, you need to do this, I want to do this, I need to do this too. How can we work this out? And it's a lot of communication with the partner, and hopefully that if that flows right, then I think both parents can get what they need without making too many sacrifices.
Yeah.
Like, for example, my wife takes the kids to daycare 4 days a week, which I leave the house around 4 a.m. She gets them up, she takes them to daycare, and I pick them up from daycare those days. She works sometimes late.
So she does like the morning shift.
She does the mornings, I do the evenings.
Yep.
Sometimes it switches. Sometimes when they get sick, they don't sleep, she has to go to work, I have to cancel my sessions and stay home.
Okay.
And stay home with them because I can't take them to daycare if they're sick. You just juggle it. Yeah. What am I gonna do? Who's staying home? Somebody's gotta stay home.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's me. Sometimes it's her.
Okay.
Sometimes it's the both of us.
Sometimes you guys both get sick.
Sometimes we both get sick.
Everybody
now
gets
the
sick.
whole house, you shut it down, and now everything sucks. So if you had plans that week for whatever, shut it down. Erase it on the calendar. It's not happening.
Oh man, yeah.
So, and it's as a parent, you just have to learn that it's gonna suck. It's gonna be hard. But if you get a good flow, eventually, if you find it's different for everybody. Once you get a good flow, okay, you still get your meals, still move a little bit. If it's gonna be a quick run instead of going to the gym, then get the quick run at least. Do something at home. I took some kettlebells home. And my wife Paige was just like, she bring me some kettlebells. She has a mat, a couple of yoga mats on the living room. Play something. Get an EMOM. 20 minutes.
Yep.
That's better than nothing.
So much better than nothing.
That's better than complaining, sitting there and watching TV. Bam, she can get it in. I take the kids to the park, there and back to the playground. She's done. So it can be done. I know we like to make excuses, and I've done it too. Well, I have kids, so I'm just gonna let myself go. It's like, no, that you're doing yourself a disservice and your family a disservice too. Yeah,
you're gonna be a better partner, a better parent if you yourself feel good.
Yes,
right?
Yes, and every time I slowly plug out, and then I realize, like, man, I'm in the hole, feeling like shit. I just can't wake up. I'm dragging. I feel weak. I gain weight. I just started like, okay, time to get out again. Let's go do it. So I try not to, when I go into those holes, not to dig myself deeper into it. Sure, it sucks this month because we all got sick and the kids were teething and they're crying at night and having diarrhea and vomit. It's messy. It can get messy. So that week, maybe there was no workout that week, maybe. But the next one, all right, let's get it back in. You're moving, I'm moving. Now we got a membership at a big box gym that has childcare.
Where?
Choose.
Oh, okay.
Choose 120th in Sheridan.
Yeah, I've been to that one a couple times. Yeah.
So, the fact that I can show up, ta-da.
Well, and it's right by your house.
Yeah, it's a mile away. It's convenient. That's also, find something that works for you and convenience.
Yeah.
Convenient that going to your favorite gym an hour away or doing this big thing, you just can't get it done yet. Fuck it. If it's a new parent, go to the park, do some push-ups, some sprints, sit the child on the grass, take
the stroller out for a walk.
Exactly.
Right? Like
or
a run.
Anything. So just don't use it as a crutch.
Yeah.
It will be, in a way. I mean, it sounds, I don't want to call them a crutch, but it will limit you to a certain point, but don't use it as an excuse to
not do
always
anything.
Limit you and why I eat like this and I drink every day because my kids. Like, oh, that sounds like there's other problems going on.
Right, 100%.
So it is, and again, every family, every household, every parent is different. It's whatever works for you and what arrangement you have at home. But it's if you want to be successful at your fitness goals and still be involved with your kids and still be the parent that you want to be, it takes a lot of communication with your partner.
Yeah.
So we can do this together. I help you, you help me. I want to go do this thing. Can we arrange it? Stay with the kids, babysitter.
Mm-hmm.
Because it is frustrating when you want to do all these things and go out, run up and down mountains and work out and take your time, but you just, I don't know, the guilt. Well, I can't leave my kids there for
Right.
few hours like I used to do, or it's just arranging things the right way and communicating, but it can be done. Yeah.
And I mean, I know everybody has a different situation, obviously, and different resources. I think when you have in-laws or parents that are living close to you and you can use them as a resource too, that's also helpful, but not everybody has that situation.
Yeah,
of
yeah,
course,
yeah.
right?
So some people just
And daycare even too, like daycare's expensive. Some people can afford it, some people can't.
yeah. So that's what I talk about, arrangements at home. Because it's easy for me to say, well, just do this, well, just do that. That's what I did. Like, well, not everybody has that. My
Right.
brother lives a block away from us, my brother and his wife, and now my mom is here too. So for me, sometimes it's easy to pick up the phone and be like, hey, I'll be there in 5 minutes. You're keeping the kids for a few hours.
Yeah.
Sometimes I can do it, not always.
Yeah,
But
of course.
arrange a family member to watch the kids for a weekend or whatever the case may be, but not everybody has that. So it's like,
Right.
don't use it as an excuse. Figure it out. If it's, we've talked about home gyms, what
Yeah.
can you do? What can you start collecting? Cheap stuff that you find on Marketplace or Let It Go and any of these apps. Cheap stuff that you can buy, start getting for your house, for a room, for your living room, that you can just start moving. But just move. It's gonna make you feel better. You already know. We're talking about this all the time. And I think it's setting a good example for the kids too. Like, this is what my parents do.
Absolutely.
I think they're gonna love it. They're gonna be curious, like, hey, what are you doing? Let me try that too. And they
Yeah,
grow up knowing that, well,
totally.
what we do is they model that.
Absolutely.
So that's a whole other side of your good modeling and showing them what you're doing and getting them involved when they start asking questions. And that's a whole other topic. But yeah, new parent, I went into the mindset of, I'm still going to do what I do. I'm still going to work out 2 hours a day, 3 a.m. workouts. I went into that and it worked for a little bit, but then I crashed and burned. Because you don't sleep for a few nights and you're burnt out. And then you're feeling guilty, like, oh, I didn't get my workouts in. I need to squeeze it in somehow, and now I need to find out how I'm going to get it in, and it was just too much. So now with my second and third, it's like, I can relax a little bit more. I'm going to
pace yourself almost,
I'm gonna
right?
gain a little bit of weight, that sympathy weight. I'm going to get that little dad bod for a little bit. But
Hey, that's all right.
And it's,
I think you're still fitter than most people.
There is that balance and everybody has a threshold. Everybody has their own expectations, and like a thermostat. I don't go over this, or I don't go under this. I think we all set our own window of how bad you're gonna get. Like, you probably have your own benchmarks when it comes to fitness, or
Right. Yeah, for sure.
I will never be under this, whether it's weight wise or running or strength or whatever.
Yeah. Like, what's maintainable for me right now,
Yes.
which is obviously like what's maintainable for me right now is going to be very different when I have kids, right? Like right now my like threshold is you work out 6 days a week, every week, and 2 of those days are 2-a-days, right? Or 3-a-days.
Yeah.
Or I mean, not 3 days. 3 of those days are 2-a-days, right? So like, but that's like, I can maintain that right now. Now there are seasons of life where I can't because I'm super busy, right? Like, but for the most part, that's pretty. But I have very much have the presence of mind that that's not going to be the case when I have kids.
And this brings me
that
to,
might be tough for me. For
and
sure.
this brings me to another point that this might just be a little clip on all by itself, but I used to attach my image,
Your self-worth and
my self-worth to my image and to what I could do.
Sure. I still do that. And I'm working on it, but I still do it.
Yeah, you attach yourself to, I have to have a six-pack because the Jairo that I have in my head has a six-pack, and he can do 10 muscle-ups, and he can run this, and he can pick up 400 pounds, and I used to attach my personality to that. And if I couldn't do that, I'm not good enough. I'm slacking, and I had to let go of that, and it's just more peaceful.
How did you get to that point though? Because I'm like, I've had this back injury now for the last year and a half, and like the way I see myself is I'm someone who can run a 250 marathon and should be able to run an Olympic trials qualifying marathon just based upon my times and the fact that I've only run 2 marathons and I've already run a 250, like that's how I see myself. Like I'm a marathoner. I need to be running 80 miles a week. And the fact that I'm not right now, and I haven't for so long, has been so hard for me to like accept. And I'm okay. I'm doing much better now because I feel like I've done a really good job of like becoming this like hybrid athlete and I actually feel really fit in a lot of different ways right now. That has been really good for me. But still, if I think too hard about it, I get really pissed. So how were you able to like, I don't know, change your mindset around that?
I think it was a process that I started around 2015, 2017-ish, that I started kind of separating the material things that I had. I've never really cared for material things. It's cool to have shiny this, shiny that, but I've never been interested about that. So I kind of applied that same thing to my body and what I had at the moment. I can plug in 20 hours a week with workouts and do all these things for recovery, the massage, the physical therapy, the eating this way, doing these things. I can do it now. And obviously having kids, it also changes your priorities. So it's okay if I can't do all those things now. So now the way I see it is you can have everything, but not all at the same time.
Yeah, that's so
true. That is like, okay, can I get to the point that I'm maxing out all my lifts and doing all these in super intense high load workouts? Sure, maybe in the future. I can't do it right now. What can I focus on right now that is going to benefit the phase of life that I'm in? I can focus on other things. I can learn other things. So that's kind of how I run it. And having things, whether it's your body, the way you look, it doesn't make who I am. I make this. I make the bicep. You make the muscle level, whatever movements, whatever you're running.
Yeah.
You make that happen. That doesn't make you.
Yeah.
You hear stories about athletes, competitive athletes, football players, that's all they did. That's all they attach their image to. Yeah. Once they can't do it, they crash.
They have a really hard time. Yeah.
Well, what are you?
Right.
You were a football player.
Right.
Is that all you are? Is that all Amy is? A runner? No, fuck no.
No, right.
I'm not just somebody that lifts weights. It's what I do. It's a big part of what I do.
Sure.
But that's not me.
Right.
It doesn't make me. So it's kind of like detaching that, and everything ends. Everything has an ending. I mean, I want to be involved with this, moving my body and different things for the rest of my life.
Right, but we're not going to be competing, or like you're not going to be at the top of your game when you're 70 years old. So
of course not.
You've got to work this stuff out, hopefully, before you reach that age. And you're like,
Would it be cool to look back and say, man, when I could, I did it. Yeah. When I could, I did it. I went hard. And then it got to the point that I couldn't, or it was just too hard, and I was sacrificing things that were higher priority for me. And that doesn't go with me. So could I still do it? Probably the thing that I used to do. Sure, I would have to completely change the structure of my household, and tell my wife, you know what, you're gonna. And
Paige may not be a happy camper about that.
Wife, you're staying home with them, morning and evening,
which is so not fair.
I'm gonna be doing this.
Yeah, and then there's resentment that builds, and then
that's where the communication comes with a partner. How many bodybuilders are married and they have an arrangement at home that this is what I do. I'm paying the bills, or whatever arrangement you have.
Totally.
I'm going for that Mr. Olympia. I'm going for this. I'm going for that. And if that's the arrangement that you have at home, all more power to you. That's all individual, and it's very, very very specific to the household and the marriage or the partnership. But if you can do it, cool. If that's worth it for you, if you want to keep doing what you're doing, and now you have kids, now you have all these responsibilities, but you still don't want to keep doing this, and I hope the other person that's involved is in agreement, and it might be the case. But for me, it's like I still, there's other things that I want to do. This doesn't define me. I've done it. I'll get back on it eventually. For now, I'm going to learn these other modalities. And exercise has so many modalities.
Right.
Yeah. Sometimes just working my handstands and some static movements gives me more pleasure and more benefit than loading up the barbell with 300, 400 pounds. I feel better doing this.
Yeah.
I like doing that too, but right now I'm not prepared for that. So I'm still gonna do this.
Yeah.
I still get the same amount of high doing this, and it's not as taxing. And that, for me, that's a win. I still got my movement. I still did something that I liked. Like exercise for me has always been, working out has always been a means to an end, not the end. My goal is not to bench a certain number. That might be a short-term goal, but it's kind of the process,
Right.
that you go through to get there,
Yes.
that you can prove yourself. Man, I did this.
Yeah.
It took me 90 days. It took me 3 years to achieve this. Fucking awesome. What else can I do?
Yeah.
Where else can I apply the same discipline, the same sacrifice, and do something else?
Mm-hmm.
But for me, the goal has never been to win a medal on stage or break a record on lifting, and that has never been my goal. But I use it as a means to an end. Because if I can do this, man, I can also do that, and that has more value for me. So that's how I see it.
Mm-hmm.
All this shit is temporary. All this shit is, you lift 300 pounds. There's somebody that lifts more. There's always gonna be somebody bigger, faster, stronger. But how can I push myself to be the best at this time that I can?
Yeah. Right. It's got to be about you, and it can be so easy to compare yourself to other people and to be like, oh, well, this mom or this dad has kids the same age as me, but like, look at what they're able to achieve. And it's like, they're not living the same experience as you. You don't know, like maybe that dad is not involved at home, and like maybe his household is not running well. Right. And maybe his wife is upset. Like, yeah, you're going to see, like, everybody only posts the highlight reel on social media.
Let's not get started with social media and how fake it is.
It's so fake.
It's usually the loudest. And
I will always say, like, because I say that a lot, and then I will say, like, I'm the first to admit, like, when my marriage was crumbling for like 3 years, you would think that I was the happiest. Like, when I finally separated from my husband, the amount of DMs and text messages I got from people being like, we thought you were so happy. I was like, yeah, because I was so unhappy that it was like I was overcompensating. And people do that all over the place. Like, do not for 1 second believe everything you see and read on social media.
Yes. Yeah, that's a huge part. Also, stop looking at what everybody else is doing. If you're going to use it, you can use it in a healthy way as motivation and inspiration. There's a little bit of,
sure,
I think, I don't want to say the word jealousy, but healthy levels of jealousy that you can say, man, that person's doing that. Doing it. I'm going to outdo him, but in a healthy way. I want to compete with him.
Yeah.
But it's not coming from a negative
But don't make
place.
it your entire, right? Like, don't make it so that it's all you think about and you're like eating and breathing, like trying to beat this person, right? Like, it's like, oh yeah, this person can be a level of inspiration for me, right? Like, oh, I see. I'm not a mom, and I follow a ton of mother runners who are so inspirational to me. Mm-hmm. And they have, like, one woman in particular, I think has 6 kids. And I think she's run like a 2:47 marathon. And I just, like, she gets it in no matter what, right? Like, she's getting it in on the treadmill because she has to be home for her kids, or her husband is watching the kids while she goes out for her long run, or she's, waking up at 4 a.m. to get it in. And like, that's the kind of stuff where it's like, you're doing this. And so it makes me feel, it makes me feel like when I have kids, because so many people like to say, well, just wait till you have kids. You think you're tired now, just wait till you have kids. Yes. And it's like, well, this person is telling me that it's not impossible. That's impossible. And that's what social media is good for, I think.
Yes. Yeah. It's not impossible. There's ways to get it in. I'm sure they have a very good arrangement at home, maybe.
No, I mean, she posts about it. It seems like she does, like, and she will share. She's she's a pretty big influencer at this point, and she will share all that stuff. She will be like, my husband does this for me, and this is how we separate these things out and trade things in the house. And it just sounds like a great setup, but again, not everybody has that.
Not everybody.
And I have another girlfriend who is currently going through a very, very high conflict divorce with a person who was not the best dad, not the best husband. And she actually posted her training schedule this week for, I think, like, transparency, just to kind of be like, I'm a single mom right now. I have I think she has 3 kids. One's like, I want to say one's like an adult, and the other two are a little bit smaller. And she's fighting for custody, and she I don't think she has sole custody, but she might, because he's kind of weird. And anyway, I don't know. But she was very transparent, and she was like, this is the training schedule I'm following right now. I have had to kind of like what you were saying, like she's had to be really flexible. She's like, sometimes I don't run for 3 days in a row. Sometimes my long run is a Thursday. Sometimes it's a Friday. Some days it's a Saturday. Sometimes I can't get my speed work in. But she's like, but I still try, like we were talking about earlier. Yeah. She tries to get whatever she can in, but she has to also recognize that like this is a trying time for her. And she was like, this is what it looks like for me. And I really appreciated her sharing that transparency, because I think that's going to help a lot of other moms who may not have a supportive situation at home, and recognize that, oh, okay, if I take 3 days off in a row, it's not the end of my training.
And motivate the ones that are not doing as much as they could.
Right.
I read a quote many years ago that kind of resonated.
Yeah.
There's somebody out there doing more than you with less than you.
Oof. I like that one.
Wait a minute. And I could immediately think of, so-and-so, they don't have the time that I have. They don't have the resources that I have. And they're fucking grinding it out, and they're doing it. That's kind of what I mean with a healthy jealousy or healthy healthy way of like
competitive nature.
Competitive. It's like, man, that guy's getting it done, and he is busy.
Yeah,
he is busier, and I'm over here fucking around. Okay, that's it. Kind of like that. So you see something like that, like, that person is doing it. They're getting it in somehow,
right? And
they're going through this trying time. Whatever, finances, emotional, they're going through all that battle, and they're still getting it in. So that means that, what the fuck am I waiting for? I should be doing it too. So
yeah,
I know it's easy to generalize and just say, yeah, just fucking do it, just get it done. But we all go through ups and downs, and as long as, like I said, when you're down, when life just beats you down, as long as you don't dig yourself deeper into the hole, and always be aware that, what could I be doing right now that could make me feel better? Just something quick.
We talked earlier about having a home gym and trying to grab some equipment and stuff, but let's say you don't even have that. You put your kid in like a pack and play, and you do some push-ups and some sit-ups and some bodyweight squats. That's right. You throw on a YouTube workout, because God knows there's if you guys need a resource, like YouTube there are so many workouts on YouTube. You can find us. I put up all of Robbie's HIIT workouts on our YouTube channel. Like, take a look at those, and those are like, fast-paced HIIT AMRAP type stuff. So like, you don't even need a full hour. Like, pick 20 minutes, get it done. A lot of that stuff is going to be able to. Some of it you need equipment for sure, but yeah, just like, again, there really, yes, like Jairo said, you're gonna have to adjust your life in certain ways, but there really is no excuse to not ever be doing anything, except when you're a woman and you've just had a kid. Like, take your time to recover and stuff like that. But
jump out immediately. We've had 2 women that have gone to the gym. And
oh my God! Like, with the infant the
newborns.
It's incredible.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, those women are like, no excuses. We're here.
Ashley just moved to Florida, but she was in there. I think her baby was, she had just gotten the green light. I think 6 weeks.
Yeah. It's typically like 6 weeks they tell you to rest.
6 or 8 weeks. And
sometimes it should be longer, but
she was up in there.
She was up in there.
Oh my God, you are
the little baby.
And she went consistently with her baby in the stroller. It's like that is fucking awesome right there. Not everybody can do it, obviously, but So it can be done. You just have to adjust. You have to be really good at adjusting, and knowing that sometimes it's not gonna get done the way you want it to get done, but at least get something done. Doing something is better than nothing. Drop to the floors, crunches, jump squats, lunges, push-ups. Bam, that's it. Next time you do a little bit more, and hopefully that encourages you to drink a little more water. Eat a little better. It's when you start stacking things.
Yeah.
It's not just the one 15-minute workout that you did in the living room.
No.
It's now, hopefully you feel better. You don't want to ruin the little bit of progress that you made. So you're not going to go to the drive-thru or fucking drink 3 glasses of wine that night. It's the little things that start stacking that are start getting you in that overall health. You might not have the six pack in 6 weeks from that, but it's the overall health that you just feel better. You're cooking better, and that's gonna bleed into your family also.
I was just gonna say, yeah,
everything we do,
it bleeds into the family.
It's gonna bleed into them. So, if you wouldn't eat fucking chicken nuggets all day, then maybe don't feed the chicken nuggets to your kids all day. The little things like that, but it will test you. It will test you. And now that we're getting a group of guys and women coming to the gym that are beasting it out with the street lifting, and there's other groups of people that are start coming in, and I look
have High Rocks people coming in,
and I look at them and it's like, I used to do that. I used to do that.
Some of those street lifting dudes and women are just, I mean, it's so, for me, it's nothing I never ever like knew about, like the street lifting, like corner of things. So for me, it's been really fun to watch, and like, I don't know. I think and I'm like, kudos to you for like kind of cornering that in Denver. I think it's going to be so freaking cool.
Yeah, we're excited. It's growing. It's definitely growing. We have a competition coming up on September 20th, and it's sold out.
Is it?
Yeah, and I just learned today from Kelly, because she's competed in two of them. Yeah, two of them. She said that she was in San Antonio last month competing.
Yeah, right.
And they had 22 athletes, and she said that it's been the most athletes competing ever. We're at 25 already, so we're capped out. We set it at 25. Honestly, when we set it up many months ago for 25, in my mind was like, if we get 12 people, we're fine.
Oh my God, Jairo, that's so
we're
freaking
capped out. So
cool.
it's sold out. So it's like, oh shit, I think we could have done 30 easy. Anyways, it's our first one.
It's all right, first one.
It's our first one. So yeah, new wave of people coming in. They're doing weighted dips, weighted pull-ups. These people are crazy, man. So again, that goes. Wow. I see that and it's like, oh, I used to do that, but you know what? It's time for me to sit back and chill. I was talking to one of the dudes, and he was asking me, because he's about to get married. He was asking me about kids and marriage, and it's like, well, in a way, it's like, now you're probably in a little bit, in a way, jealous of what I have. I'm admiring your gains, and I'm like, dude, you're fucking strong. You're doing all these things that I can't do. And he's turning around and he's like, oh man, I want a family, I want kids, and it's like, oh, okay. Yeah. You have a little bit of what I want. Yeah. I have a little bit of what you want. Hey, man, we're good.
I mean, I full disclosure, I want what you have for sure. You know, like,
so it's not always weird. A lot of the times we look at what other people are doing, what they have. Oh, they have this, they have that, with material things, or it's like, well, you know, they say count your blessings.
Yeah, absolutely.
You're pointing fingers, 3 pointing back to you. Well, what do I have? Whether it's positive or negative, what do I have first? Man, I'm gonna have a lot of things to be happy for. Sure, I can't do the cool things that I used to do, but I can still move. I can still move. I can still run. I can still. So I'm not doing that bad.
Jairo, you're doing great. I talked to when we were all sitting down on Saturday. You were, I think, with Ellie in the bathroom, and Paige was telling me, she was like, he's being such a Scrooge about his birthday this year. And I was like, why? And she was like, well, I think that he just, like, you know, he's feeling himself getting older, and I think that he's not as fit as he used to be, and he's kind of getting down on himself about it. She's like, but I told him he was fitter than most people still. And I was like, that's so true. Like, there are so many people out there that wish they were as fit as you. Even though you yourself feel that you're like at the, at the bottom of where you've been, but you're still, a lot higher than a lot of people. And you're able to balance this with your family, which is very admirable.
Thank you. Honestly, the age doesn't bother me. The number doesn't bother me. It's never bothered me. Okay. I've always lived my age, I feel like.
Yeah.
Always. When I was a teenager, I was a dumbass. When I was when I was in my 20s, I was an irresponsible dumbass, and I enjoyed it. I was hella broke doing dumbass shit, and I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Now, I'm never, my number has never haunted me ever.
Okay.
It's the way I feel. It was like, oh man, I can't. I look at this, I just can't. That's what bothers me the most. But I tell myself, well, you got here, you can change it.
Right.
I created that image that I had. I created this. I can change it, man. Okay. We start today. Okay. We'll start again on Monday. Is just the little things, but
Yeah.
but yeah. That's the way I see fitness for life. Not
It's not for a season,
you
right?
it's not for a season or for just to hit this one number and then you retire. Some people have the mentality, kind of like saving up to buy their dream car, and once they buy it, like, where does it go from there? Because your dream car eventually.
And then as soon as they drive it off the lot, it depreciates.
yeah, and it's like, I've been driving this car for 2 years now. I want another one. What's the next goal?
Honestly, that's why bodybuilding competitions have never been attractive to me. There's a few reasons, but one of the main reasons is like you're on stage for a couple hours and then you get off stage and you are so in such a state of deprivation of food that everybody goes to like a restaurant and binge eats and probably is binge eating for the next week because they're so hungry.
Yes.
And then so many of them like not only gain what they lost, but more than that because they have fucked their hormones so drastically. But for me, it's like, at least with like running, yes, of course you're training for you train for competitions, and in marathons it's a little bit like you're not going to run another marathon right after you run one, right? Like you're going to take some time off and then start training again, maybe run another one after that. But like any other distance that's not an ultra or a marathon, like you can do them back to back to back, right? Like you can race a 5K one weekend, you can race a 5K the next weekend. Like it's like you're not just not just going for one thing. And then I don't know. That's what I like about running.
There's definitely different bodies. There's definitely bodies that can be lean and stage ready year round, especially natural bodybuilding.
Yeah,
those dudes and women, they stay pretty lean year round because they don't blow up as much because they're not putting so much stuff in their bodies.
I just can't imagine being so deprived though of calories. Like.
Yeah, some people can do it, and I've seen it. I used to work with a guy that he's a natural competitive bodybuilder, male, and he's hit many national records, and he stays lean year round.
Wow.
He since I've met him,
he does like multiple shows a year. Wow.
He'll travel around to different shows.
I guess more so like my friends have just done one and then they're like done.
Yeah,
because it's like their main goal. They're like, I want to see myself be able to do this, and then they do it, and then they're like, okay, I'm done.
I think it's kind of the same as the people that I'm training for a marathon, and it's my
do
first
one.
Marathon ever, and I'm gonna beat out my body so much. My friend did one, and she told me I will never ever do this again.
Really?
Oh yeah, she beat the fuck out of her body. She overtrained for a long period of time.
Yeah.
She did it. Kudos to her. She did it. She completed it. I don't know her time.
Yeah.
But she told me I will never do that again.
She must have really.
Yeah.
Yeah, because most people say that, and they'll like be even in the middle of a marathon, they're like, oh, I fucking hate this, and then they finish and they're like, when's the next one? So she must have really.
I don't think she'll ever. I believe, and then that was like time after that. It was years after that that she still like, telling me like, shit. Yeah, I did it. I just checked it off the fucking.
Yeah, and I shouldn't. Anything can be like that, right?
And then bodybuilding can be the same. Yeah, you do the
climbing a 14er, right? Like I'm gonna do one and never do one again. I guess feel like there's such a state of deprivation with those like bodybuilding shows.
It's some do. I think some do require more. Oof.
It probably depends on where you're starting from and where you're going. Just like if you were to do an MMA competition or a wrestling competition and you're trying to make weight and your weight is 15 pounds less than what your walking around weight is, right? Like, And for somebody that's been maybe already putting in the work for 10 years and they decide, well, I'm going to step it up a couple notches and do this one competition, their body's not so far. They've been doing it. So 100%.
I'm going to just step it up and deprive a little bit more, train a little harder, and get to this place, and then I'll back off and come up to where I was. Maybe that's easier. Same for a runner. Somebody that can pick up and run a half today.
Right.
And they can typically
do
that.
So training for a marathon is not going to be...
It's just going to...
completely out of the realm.
Yeah, but it's for that person that's sedentary, that I have this one monumental goal. If you go about it the wrong way, I think it can ruin your experience. I think in many things.
Yeah, for sure.
It's like, it's probably a good thing to have a goal like that, but how you go about it, I think it's how you do things that determines how you're gonna come out of it. So you overdo it, you burn yourself out, you beat your body the fuck up. You need a whole year to recover.
Yeah.
I have a friend
and
that
that
did
can be for anything.
two bodybuilding competitions. She did the Branch Warren in Wyoming. I went to go see her, and she beat up her body so bad
Really?
she missed periods for like the last.
See that?
I think the last 4 months.
And I think that happens.
I think the last
more
4
than
months of her training, she missed periods. She was putting in a few substances in her body that fucked up her hormones, and she had she said that she was experiencing somewhat of a PTSD kind of. She was very anxious, and she got very, I forgot she described it, but she was always on edge. She was always on edge for like a whole year.
Yeah.
Driving made her nervous. Doing things, the everyday things got her very like shooken up and got her nervous.
A little bit of paranoia or
something. Something like that.
Weird.
So I don't know. I don't know what goes into that. I'm not an expert, but for her, it beat her up pretty bad just to get a medal. Is that the start? Is that what happens to everybody? I don't know. And I don't. I hats off to the people that want to do those. Disciplines are very hard. For me, it's never been a goal. Personally, I admire it. I can watch videos about it. I'll clap. Man, that's fucking awesome. I know how you guys train.
Right.
I just don't ever want to do that.
People used to ask me all the time about it because, like, I think I just walk around as a more muscular woman because that's just like my body type. And years ago, when I was really lean, people would be like, "Are you training for a show?" And I'd be like, "Absolutely not."
No, but thank you.
Yeah, thank you. I went to a couple years ago when I went to Vegas. I literally had I was really lean then because I was going through my just a bad moment in my divorce and I wasn't eating. And I had multiple people in Vegas come up and be like, "Are you here for a bodybuilding show?" And I was like, "No, I'm here to party." And then I ended up being in that like cabana, which I talked about a few weeks ago with that fucking guy. One. Where his wife was competing in a bodybuilding show. So then she's next, and we started posing together because so many people came up and asked us if we were, and I was like, "I'll fucking pretend I am. Like, I don't care."
Yeah.
But I didn't know how to pose, so she's like teaching me how to pose. It was funny.
Yeah, every discipline has its, I think it's pros and cons. Powerlifting too. People that are determined to set records and break numbers, and you gotta go into it knowing that your body's it's gonna hurt. It's gonna take a toll on you, and whether you decide to put things in your body or not, you can extend the life of that, but it's still gonna beat you the fuck up. And those are athletes like year round. You have an off period, and you're on, and you're always you're always on a period of doing something, whether it's bulking, losing, deloading, going into it. You're always doing something. So man, hats off to that. If that's your goal and that's what you're into, that's what you want to do, I can learn from people like that, and I admire watching it. But for me personally, that's never been a goal.
Right.
I've done my own little mini bulks and mini this and got my numbers up, and
it's fun to like experiment and figure out like what your body can do and challenge your body and challenge your mind, and
there's so many things. There's so many things to explore. Running, I used to hate running like most people hate running. And Miguel got me a running. He got me some Hokas. It's like, fucking ugly ass shoes, man.
They are.
He bought me some. I was like, oh my god, these are the best shoes ever.
They are. They feel like running on clouds.
Yes. It's like I might look like a fool, but man, I feel great. So I started trail running a lot. And I made it a habit to go to the mountains. Well, not to the mountains, but to the foothills, like 3 to 4 days a week by myself at 5 a.m. and hit the trails, 6 a.m. when the sun's coming out. Amazing feeling. I lost like 15 pounds from so much running, and but it was worth it for me. I lost.
You lost
my
muscle
lift.
Mass,
I lost muscle mass and strength. I didn't care. I was happy.
Yeah, you were happy.
Up there taking my dogs with my GoPro, running. It's like, this is awesome. I never saw myself running, but this is fucking awesome.
Yeah.
And then the weather changes. It's like, I can't be hitting those fucking trails anymore. Let's get back in the room. And now I can do that. Now I know how that feels like. All right, let's gain that muscle back. Let's gain the strength back. Let's pick up heavy shit again. But now I can do that. And now
Yeah.
I can, when I hear running, it's not the same as, oh, fuck that. I enjoy it now. Now I got to build it back again. But I tell my clients all the time, I want to expose you to a little bit of everything. Heavy lifting, barbells, calisthenics, some static movements. Let's just find out what you're going to like and expose you to things that just so you know that you don't just think of a gym and just, pumping weight and bicep curls. And there's so much more. And you might like this one over this one. You might be really good at this one, but want to try that one. There's so much to do.
Yeah, for sure.
And I encourage them, hey, go take Robbie's class. Go try this. Now that you're gonna open High Rocks, share it. Go plug into that class.
Yeah.
Go try it. You might like it.
Yeah, absolutely.
You never know until
I
you
can't
try.
wait to start my treadmill class. I'm gonna force everyone to come.
That one. I don't know. I'll help you promote, but I don't know. Man. People hate running.
No, I mean every running targeted event that we've tried to host at C2F has not gone well. We tried a beer mile. It was just us that showed up. It was like
maybe if we do it around the gym. Also with the
it.
drive, it was pretty far. Maybe if we do something closer that people are like, well, at least I'm gonna get drunk and I'm close to home.
But even when we did the world's hardest mile, there was only it was me, Robbie, Sunny came to she didn't come to do it. She just came to video it. Gretchen, Kathy, Matt.
Yeah.
So the only person outside of the trainers who came was Kathy.
Yeah, I did not.
So and that was across from the gym. So I don't know. TBD. We'll see how the treadmill class goes when we open.
I'm sure there's somebody out there dying to jump on a treadmill. I'm sure. I'm sure somebody out
Crystal came to my gait analysis. That was lovely. I had a good crew at the gait analysis. Man, I need to run another one of those.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And so a lot of people, I didn't know it was a thing, but a lot of people don't know how to run. I never knew that.
Yes, and I think people, even if they go out and they run and they do, whatever naturally feels good, they second guess it. They're like, oh, am I doing this right? This might feel a little weird in my body, or I am I'm experiencing some aches and pains, and I'm getting some shin splints, so I kind of feel like maybe I'm not doing it right. There is a lot of interest into and even from other sports, I get moms and dads reaching out to me a lot about, hey, can you look at my kid who's a soccer player? Can you look at their gait? Can you look at my kid who's a field hockey player? Can you look at their gait? It's especially, it's a popular thing to want to learn about.
Yeah, no, I never knew. One of my clients told me, well, I would like to run. I just don't know how. I know. Wait, what? You just move.
When I know. When I hear that, I'm like, wait, what do you, what?
But then yeah, I got it. It's every time I run, it hurts. My body just hurts.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe, and we can start with a shoe. Maybe we can start with. That's where the analysis comes in. I don't have the experience. I send them to you, but
yeah.
It's I don't fucking know.
I think ran. I also wonder about those people. I think that when you grew up doing sports, right? Which I did, I was in soccer at the age of 5 and played soccer all throughout, middle school and part of high school. And then, started doing running in junior high. I think when you grow up doing sports, you don't think much about running. You don't think it just comes naturally to you. It's part of your sport.
Yeah, no, the goal is not to run. The goal is to get the ball across a certain line. But
I mean, running is often such a big part of the practice, right? You run a mile warm up or whatever, even if running isn't the sport. So I think there are a lot of people who didn't do sports. I think there are a lot of people out there who maybe they grew up doing instruments, or they were just more academically minded, or they were big into video games or whatever it is, and they weren't big in sports. And so as they become adults, they want to get fit, but they're like, wait, I never ran as a kid. And I think that's a lot of where that comes from. And then if they were never taught how to run, and then on top of it, maybe they just they're coming from a place of very little fitness, they're more beginners, so they don't have the musculature, and so they go out to run and they're like, oh my god, my joints hurt, right? Because they haven't built the muscle yet to feel good while they're running. And so, so I think that
Yeah.
can be where that comes from.
Yeah.
But
It's like swimming, right? It comes natural to some people because they've been doing it. But if an adult,
Yeah.
if at 30, I have a friend that's, I think it was 25 when he told me I don't know how to swim. It's like, wait, what? Like, well, yeah, I never swam. I never swam. It's like,
I know.
Shit, yeah, I did classes when I was little. I'm not by no means a professional swimmer or nothing, but I can float.
Yeah.
But some people can't because they never were in the water. So
Totally.
yeah, I get it. If you never hit the track, if you never ran, or if you did and you were in pain, then you stopped. And then you need to get with an expert. It's like they're gonna help you
Right.
fix things. Maybe it's some structural problems, mechanical problems that you need to address first, and then get it back on there. But that's where your expertise comes in.
Ding, ding, ding.
And so yeah, maybe a lot of people hate it because it just hurts and they can't do it right.
Right.
But yeah, I learned to love it.
Mm-hmm.
I got to the point that I was running pretty consistent. I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it. Yeah. Now it's been a while, but
I love it so much.
and you like to run in the heat.
I went out this morning and I was so excited because I ran a little over 7 miles and my back felt really good, which was really but I just I literally am out there. I just get in a flow state and I just get out there and like, especially when my back hurts, I can't get in it, right? Like I'm very stuck in the fact that I'm injured and I get upset and I'm like, oh my God, what am I doing wrong? But when I feel good, I get in this flow state and there's so much joy. I just feel so much joy. And I really, it's like I'm very much like a worrier. Like that's just my natural state of being. Like I have a lot of anxiety and I'm constantly worrying about everything in my life and I'm just anxious about things. And I don't experience that when I run. And so I think that that's partially why I love it so much, because I'm able to go out and it's truly like a state of like just joy of feeling my body move like this and knowing that I'm pretty good at it too. And like, and that I don't know, like, it's just, it's hard. I just like everything that I normally like, my normal worries, like, yeah, there are times I go out for a run and I try to work through some stuff in my mind, but for the most part, I just like, I kind of let go and it's like just the best feeling. But yeah, this morning I wanted to get out earlier. I was actually going to go for a trail run and I just like, ended up like waking up and I had to deal with something right away. And it just kind of like, it just kind of pushed my time back. So I think by the time I got out the door it was like 9:05 or something. And you know, it's been like 95 every fucking day this summer. And so it was probably like 80, 85 degrees.
You go to the
humid.
Lake. You run around the lake.
I ran around the lake a couple times. And I just like, I'm out here, I'm sweating buckets because it's humid, which it's been such a humid summer here. And I'm like, this is great. Like, I just love the heat and people think I'm a psycho. I love it so much.
I have to prepare. And go into it knowing that I'm going to be fucking sweating. It's going to be uncomfortable. And then if I get that second wind after mile 2 is usually when I get it. Mile 1 sucks.
You just, you need to warm up a little bit. That first mile's your warm up. I'm the same way. I actually didn't get in my flow until probably the 4th mile today.
Fuck, gonna be done.
Like I felt kind of tired. I did some strides, which helped me like loosen my legs up, and then I was like ready to go. And I was like, oh my God, I love this.
my friend got into running. He's in Florida. He got into running a lot. He ran a marathon, and he consistently runs now.
Yeah.
And he came to visit, and he was all about his running. So we're gonna go run, bro. I was like, oh, fuck. I know you got me on this one. So we went, and I've never ran with somebody, especially.
Oh, so you were typically just like a solo runner.
Yeah, and I know, like, I'm only gonna do 4 miles today, and I get my loop, and I keep it very closed. And we were going hard. He was leading. And he just started going in mile 4, mile 5, mile 6. And I was like, dude, we need to go back. We need to go back now.
Oh, so he was, yeah.
Well, it was a loop, but when we cut, because we stopped and it's like, we can keep going that way, but this is straight home. Like, we're going straight home, man. I think it ended up being 8 miles, which for me was
a lot.
I was not ready for that.
Yeah.
I think at 5, my body's like, dude, we're done. You should just stop. I kept going for another 3.
That's when it kind of sucks. When you're like at the end of your like fitness at the moment, and you're still going, and you're like, fuck this. But it builds character.
It does.
It really does.
It does. And I was not gonna quit on him too. That was like, no, fuck you. You did this on purpose, because he could have easily done 10. And he knew.
Yeah.
I was like, well, I guess we'll cut it short for you.
Oh my God.
Fuck you, man.
I really do think running is hard. And I really think the runners that I know, obviously I know a lot of them, like, we're some of the, like, grittiest people you will meet on the planet. Because we do hard shit every day. We go out and run when we don't want to. We go out and run when it's 15 degrees out. We go out and run when we're injured. We do marathons. Like, you're not gonna meet a grittier person. And if a person is gritty like that and does hard shit like that, they're probably just like nicer people. I just think they're nicer people. And that's not just runners. I think that like goes. Like any fitness feat that you're going to do that is really difficult, I really think it does build character.
It does. I think it does a lot. It's in those moments that when you're about to quit, it's like, nah, man, I can keep going. I have to keep going. And then after that, your body's all beat up, but you kind of just feel free. I feel the freedom's like,
yeah.
I did that every time I do the incline.
Yeah.
I walk it up and then I run down.
You're so nuts.
It takes me.
The first time you told me that, I was like, what?
I have it on a GoPro.
And
somewhere.
we're talking about, guys, we're not talking about he does the bar trail. We're talking about he runs down the fucking incline, aka
run down the
grade
steps.
Of 45% to 65%. That is gnarly.
It takes me 15 minutes to get down.
Oh.
And I fall. I fall every single time.
I can't.
I fall at least twice. Every time.
Pants.
But like when you get going, whew, you cannot stop.
No shit.
So you're just like, I'm skipping, I'm jumping step. When I get to the very bottom, my legs are, I cannot stop moving. They're
also
twitching.
your heart heart just like
the fear, the adrenaline, and I feel so high and so accomplished. And then it's like, let's go drink. It's like, it's only 9 a.m. Let's go drink. I love that feeling.
Funny.
I just accomplished this horrible thing. I fucking hated every second of it, but I feel so good right now. Yeah. So some of those things, you do the hard shit first, and then the pleasure comes after. Some things I enjoy doing. I do not enjoy the incline. I hate every single step of it. Every single step of it. I hate it. Sometimes, lifting heavy too. When you get to the end of that period of you're at 99%.
Yeah,
I hate it.
It's really hard.
I hate it. I just show up and I do it. It was like, I'm done. I'm so done with this. I want to go home. I want to be done with it.
When I do the planner boxes at Red Rocks, when he, so Ravi will have a sprint across, and then we do a muscle up the planner box, and then we do burpees, right? And so every week it's kind of like a different. And so Matt led us last weekend, and he had us do. So normally it'll be like a pyramid of burpees. So like we'll go, like it'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then like 4, 3, 2, 1. Nope. Not this time. Matt was like, go as high as you can. So add a burpee to every planner box until you get to the end. And so
How many are there?
I think I ended up getting up to 16 burpees. He also had to start at 2 burpees. He didn't have a start at 1. He had to start at 2. Okay. So I think I got up to 16. And so you're doing you're sprinting, doing a muscle up, then you're doing 16 burpees and then running across. I am the most competitive person, and everybody at Red Rocks knows me as being the one, like I always win the planner boxes. Like that's my fucking event. I win it every time. I have to win it. So but sometimes I see people encroaching and I'm like, oh my, and I'm literally dead. Like my heart rate is probably 180 and I'm like, I can't give up. It's like, dude, but yeah, that's how I feel. And then I finish and my arms are like shaking and I'm like sucking wind for like 5 minutes. Oh my God. It's gnarly.
So for all you guys that are just getting into fitness or you're struggling because you don't enjoy that much, just know that we hate this shit too. We hate it too. But we just do it.
It was like the first episode we ever recorded, maybe the second
Is
one,
it the Rob?
where Rob was like, because I was like, make sure you find something you love, right? And I was like, I looked at Robbie, and Robbie goes, I fucking hate it all.
I hate it. I fucking hate every session. It's like, what?
I was like, oh, never mind. Don't listen to him.
Yeah, no, it is. I get the pleasure comes after. The way you feel after. So sometimes it feels better to do shit under harder conditions. Running in the rain, running in the cold, when it's the lowest I've ran is when it's in the 20s. Mm-hmm. It's like, holy shit, I can't stop. I will die. You gotta keep going. So sometimes those challenging moments kind of pushes you, like, dude, I'm fucking doing this. I am doing this. I would love to go out and running when there were snowstorms, while it was still falling, because
I love
the traffic starts dying out.
God,
people start going in. You get this
so
fresh
peaceful
powder.
to me.
Yes, peaceful. And you're running,
it's the
and
best.
it's still not icy because it hasn't melted and stuff.
Right.
It's
Still
just
like
snow,
fluffy
so it's
snow.
not really not slippery. I would love to do that. I love doing that, going on, like, if it's at night, going at 9-10 p.m., snow falling, or 4 a.m, snow falling.
Ooh, 4 a.m.
Fuck yeah. It just, I get home, it's like, oh my God, I fucking did this. It
Yeah.
sucked.
It sucked.
It was horrible.
You're
I can't
soaked.
Feel my
You
fingers,
get
can't feel my face, but it was amazing. But you suffer a little bit, and then the payment comes after, and then after a while it just becomes habit.
Yeah.
And then I think that teaches you to, in other areas of your life, that it's gonna suck. It's gonna suck sometimes.
It's gonna suck sometimes, but you're gonna get through it.
Relationships, business,
right?
It's
It definitely
gonna suck
extrapolates to
sometimes.
other things. 100%.
Yeah, and that's what I mean. I do this as a means to an end.
Yeah.
Not the goal wasn't, I ran in the snow and that's it. I'm retired. I'll never do it again. It was like, that taught me a little something that comes out over here. And you apply that over here, and it's like, not always, but it's like, oh, I've been here before. I've been in such horrible situation where I'm uncomfortable. I want to vomit. I want to bleed. I want to piss. But I just need to suck it up and keep going. Mm-hmm. And it's okay. It's going to be okay.
It's going to be okay. Yeah. I also think, too, like, especially those of you who are listening, if you're somebody who, struggles to work out because you do hate it, I find, as much as I do a lot of solo stuff, I find that suffering with people who have the same goal
100%.
is the most, like, when I go to Robbie's HIIT workouts, or when I go to Red Rocks, or when I have a running partner and go to like a training group where we're all doing a track workout together. Those are the moments where I don't just love it afterward. I love it while I'm doing it, because I'm looking around at everybody doing it with me, and they're encouraging me. Yeah. And they're motivating me, and I'm like, this is community. You know what I mean? Yeah. And so, like, I just, if you're in that boat, come to one of our group classes. Like, they're just a fucking blast.
It does. Sometimes I get in, I'm supposed to be teaching in class, but I get in, and I thank my clients for showing up.
Yes.
Without them, I wouldn't have done it.
Yes.
I go to the gym and it's like, oh, today's gonna be an easy day. I just didn't sleep right.
Yep.
I don't feel good. I'm just gonna sit down and teach. But then I jump in with them and I feel amazing. Yes. I feel so good. It's like, 100%. Thank you for coming. You motivated me. You motivated me to jump in here.
Yeah.
And it sucked, but I feel great. Yeah. Sometimes I do it just because I need to pull myself out of that hole.
Yeah.
And community definitely helps.
And you're absolutely right. It's the days when you're like tired and you got like not enough sleep, and you're like, I'm not going to do this. And then like everybody around you is working out, and you're like, fuck it. Like, I'm going to join in. Yeah. But kind of like, if that wasn't the situation, you wouldn't have done anything.
Oh no. Sometimes I go in with like, I'm just going to stretch and do light movement for an hour. Nah, motherfucker. Let's go. Just pick that shit. Especially when Rob has it all set up already. I just go in and start picking things up. Yeah, you just
pop in.
I just go in and start picking things up, and like, oh my God, I did it. Now I feel better. I can go eat now, and now the day just got better.
100%. Now you've got those endorphins that you can ride for a couple hours after.
Yeah, I do. So
we love it.
Yeah, again, so that's exercise. I hope you make it a part of your life. It doesn't have to be competitive. It doesn't have to be with a specific goal. Just the fact that you're doing it, you're doing your body good. And probably your mental health, and that's good enough.
Yeah.
Why are you running? I don't know, because it feels good. Yeah. Are you gonna compete? No. I just like doing it.
And going back to balancing it all with kids, like Jairo does, like Anything is better than nothing. It's a season that you're in. It's not going to last forever, but do what you can with what you have, and yeah, movement is good, and
They say motion creates emotion. You heard it here first.
You heard it.
Well, not really. I plagiarized it, but it does. Motion creates emotions. Move. You're gonna feel a little different after.
Right.
Yeah.
And talk to your family. I mean, you know, if you are really struggling, talk to your partner and be like, how can we, I really feel like I need to move my body, and I don't feel like I have the time. I don't feel like I have the support. Like, how can we work this out for me?
Honestly.
And
yes.
and I've had clients do that, you know, like I've had clients be like, I have to sit down with my husband and kind of tell him, like, on these days he needs to leave work 30 minutes early so I can come to this session with you. And like, and then all they needed to do was talk to them. And then the husband's like, oh my God, absolutely no problem. I'll go in 30 minutes early so that you can do this, because I care about you and your health. And I care about you showing up for our family better because you have shown up for yourself better. Right. Yeah.
Yes. Sometimes one of my clients has 2 kids. Sometimes she shows up with both. Sometimes just with one. Sometimes she just can't.
Mm-hmm.
But she tries her hardest to get it in.
Yeah.
Her sister-in-law is the one that watches her kids sometimes. When they're in school, it's easier, but she tries to get it in.
Yeah.
She gets it in. Like, she's like, I just, doing this makes me feel way better. I'm way better in my household. I'm a way better teammate in my household when I'm doing this for me.
Yeah.
It's my time.
Right.
And if I have to take my 2 kids, they just sit on the couch with their tablets.
Yeah.
And they just hang out there. And she still gets it in. It could be easier to say, I can't. But at least with us in our gym, you can bring your kids as long as it's safe.
As long as it's safe. Yeah. As long as they're not crawling all over the place.
Yes, but and I know if sometimes she talks to her family, like, hey, can you watch the kids for an hour? I'm there and back in an hour.
Yeah.
So whatever help you can get to get it in for the time being. You're not going to be there forever. It's temporary, but yeah, you can definitely, you want to do something. You want to move. So I think that's it.
I think so. Cool. Thanks for joining us for another episode of Gym and Tonic. And
we didn't have a sponsor today.
Oh, we didn't have a sponsor today. We'll have one for next week.
2 sponsors for next one.
2. Oh boy.
All right.
Well,
thanks
you for guys.
Listening.
We'll see you in 2 weeks. This was a Gym and Tonic production hosted by Amy, Robbie, and Jairo. You can find us on Instagram at chasing with 2 G's _ Amy with 2 Y's, 3 boys and dad, the number 3 for Robbie, and Jairo is Jairo _ Lopez with 2 Z's .303, the number 303. You can also find us on YouTube at Gym and Tonic Podcast. Thanks for listening, and we'll see you guys next week.